Hi everyone, Kyle here. We're back again with another series of test drives. Up this round is the March car pack from Forza Motorsport 7. With 7 new rides, from a pre-war Alfa to yes, more trucks, we spent some time with each of them to see what works, and what doesn't. No, the 86-year-old Alfa 8C won't set any speed records. It looks cool as hell though, and that must count for something. In terms of weight and power, it's on par with a modern-day Miata, but those glorified bicycle tires make it a far more exciting drive. You can steer the 8C with the throttle, with the long straight 8 burbling along, but it will bleed a lot of speed out from the inside rear under hard cornering. Luckily, the reverse pedal setup of the real car, with the throttle in the middle, isn't something you have to worry about. The 70s F1 cars of Forza 7 might just be the Goldilocks group of open-wheelers. The downforce they generate makes them easier to drive quickly than the admittedly fun 60s cars, while they lack the power that makes the more modern metal such a handful. I'm looking at you, Renault RS17. As you'd expect, the Brabham fits right in. It doesn't feel quite as planted as the Lotus or McLaren, but has more power than either. It's devastatingly effective in the mid-range. It doesn't feel half as peaky as you'd expect, only running out of steam over 170 miles per hour. It wouldn't be a Forza pack without a truck. Unlike the other one in this pack, the Colorado feels like another edition that's meant for either an off-roading expansion or Horizon 4. I mean, it's fine enough for what it is. It has a surprising amount of pull from that V6, but it just feels like a wasted opportunity here. It also highlights how Chevy is missing a full-on Raptor competitor. it's not really a looker, is it? The XJR5 was the beginning of a family of cars that would earn Jaguar plenty of wins. This car even earned a handful of them itself. That wasn't on the cards for me at Road Atlanta. I'd call the XJR5 a great learner car for P-Class. It's a cinch to drive, but it's just too down on power to be competitive in stock form. Only a few years later, the XJR9 would put out over 750 horsepower versus the 525 this has. I haven't tried it in homologation yet to see if it helps, but I can't see it matching the 787B. After half a decade absence, Lincoln is back in Forza. It returns with another Continental, though it isn't a 60s-era cruiser. No, the new shape Conti, complete with its strange door handles, is an unexpected addition to Forza 7. Like a great many Ford products in the game, the new era Lincoln Halo model uses the tried-and-true EcoBoost 3.5-liter V6. In this car, that means 400 horsepower. So, despite its weight, it's pretty quick in a straight line. But the Sport Luxury division is a competitive one. In stock form, the Conti is the slowest of the bunch, and even upgraded, it can't match the all-round talent of cars like the Panamera or the Cadillac V cars. The Continental is still a land yacht, making it a more appropriate cruiser than a hot lap companion. The unloved first-gen 300ZX finally gets its chance in the spotlight with this car. Paul Newman himself drove it, and as you'd expect, given it has the most power of the pack, it's a monster. I took it to Circuit of the Americas in the hopes there'd be enough space for the Z to unleash, but it's a scary thing to drive, not waking up until over 4,000 RPM and then doing its best to melt your face with turbo power. It's the opposite of the Jag, really. The Z won't teach you the ropes. It probably knows about 300 ways to kill you with them, though. I'm not going to lie, I was actually really looking forward to the XC90 showing up. Out of all the modern crossovers, it's one of the most attractive. Its drivetrain sounds completely overkill too. A twin-charged 4-cylinder plus a hybrid system equals 400 horsepower. Up against some varied competition at Maple Valley, the XC90 is actually pretty handy to drive. Yes, it's heavy, and yes, it will understeer very early, but drive around that limit, and it will keep some hot hatches honest. Overall, the March car pack introduced some interesting new cars to the franchise, but I wouldn't call it the best FM7 pack yet. What do you think, though? Let us know in the comments, and keep an eye on GT Planet for more Forza and sim racing news.